Rather fatiguing side journey. These are turned for no reason I can think of. That's why I went, load up the video and then realized I had a lot of crap to do with my videos, just tinkering with them online, getting them put together and stuff. And now I'm all fatigued and don't really want to play, but let's get a little bit more done, I guess. Lots of combat. Acquire a hero with cost 3 or less without paying the cost, but I have to place it on top of my deck. We'll think about this. I have 2, 8. Well, so here's the problem. If I kill this, I can kill myself. Or if I kill one of the big 6-pointers, I can kill myself one of these. There's nothing else available, so counting on like a 3 showing up and killing this seems kind of iffy unless this is the best choice. But 6, everybody discards a card. 5, I draw 2 cards. What if I draw 2 cards? I don't feel like I get much advantage because I'm using most of my points. I might get some combat advantage, but I'm not going to be able to buy anything. Each opponent discards a card from the construct they control or puts all constructs in their pile. So I'm going to go for the big points, the 6 points here, to kill this. Now that doesn't use up everything. That uses up 6 of my 8. And everybody has to discard a card. And they actually get to choose what they're going to discard. He doesn't see anything he's going to be able to kill with 3. He'll discard the militia, I guess, because I don't have any combat ability here. Well, the best I can discard is a militia, no question there. Oh, these like to spin, don't they? I have 5 money, which puts me able to buy this. I kind of like that. And I don't quite have enough ability to kill, so I'll actually get rid of a heavy infantry instead of the cheaper apprentice or whatever. Okay. Anything out there I can buy for 3 or less? No. So I'll kill myself a cultist. And I guess I'll throw a mystic because I used up so much combat power. I probably have some purchase power coming in my next hand. I'll throw that on top of my deck. And it's a victory point, so I can't complain too much, but I am watering down my deck with mediocre shit. Or a lot worse than mediocre. But it's hard not to do it. Gain 2. Yeah. Gain 1, banish a card in hand or discard. Okay. So I'm going to have 4 purchase power. There's nothing that cheap. Very little combat power. So I'm going to be taking from the main deck. But let's see what I do here. Let's play this. And we'll banish... Do we have a 1-point apprentice? We do. We'll banish an apprentice. So that's 1, 2, 3. This isn't going to really help. 4. I don't like 4. I should have banished a... I'm going to banish a militia instead. And pick myself up 2 heavy infantry. And then I can use the heavy infantry to kill a cultist. And we have the mechanical action of generating change. Or ungenerating change. Would that be stasis? Okay. 2, 4, 6, 8. I get to think a little bit here. Again, I could get an extra point if I go for one of these guys. What would drawing 2 cards give me? Actually, no, I get the same, right? I have 8. So drawing 2 cards sounds pretty good. Forcing someone to discard constructs. Well, when you have multiple opponents and not all of them have constructs, or only one does, It kind of feels like it's not that great a thing, but yeah, I don't have a construct out. Okay. So I think I'm going to play this. I'm going to dismiss. Looks like I have a lot of firepower on top. I'm going to dismiss a militia for that. And with my 8 points, I'll kill this. That gives me 5 and a 2-point draw. Now I still have 2. Well, I haven't drawn this yet. I got something cheap I could buy. Gain 2 combat if this is banished from your hand or discard pile. Gain 3 victory points. Wow, that sounds kind of cool. So that's the same as one of these. Same cost, same capabilities with a little bonus. And I can buy one of them. That's exactly the money I have. So let's fire that off as well. I used this up. I only have 2 left. So I'm going to pick this guy up. And, well, there's something else cheap that doesn't hurt. And I got a 2 more kill. I'll put that here. Throw some of these over here. And, you know, the terminology I'm using, I'm just making up as I go, like 2-point kill. What? Yeah. Because I don't play with other people very much anymore. Okay. So once per turn I get a point of economic. And if I can play a lifebound hero, well, I can buy one maybe. Looks like I can. And I want to. And that'll set me up to being able to play him. Once per turn I get a kill. And if I put the monster, if I defeat a monster from the center row, that's not cultists, I get extra victory points from that. Well, I don't really have the combat ability for that, but maybe I can. Maybe something weak will come up here. So I'm going to spend my 6 here to buy whatever this is. It's a big money gainer. That's all. And we get a battery monk. Okay. Oh, that's pretty cool. Alright, now my combat ability is only 3. I'm not going to be able to do much with that. So I'll just kill myself a cultist and draw another hand. And, you know, I don't want to disparage anybody who's watching this or anything like that, but I understand if you're not. I don't think I'm trying to justify some reason for this, but other than that, I video a lot of games that I play. This one kind of doesn't have a narrative or anything. All I'm doing is, you know, somebody who doesn't really know the strategy well, why does he have an extra card? I don't know. No, he doesn't. Okay. So, do we want to play this? Because we could hold it just as a victory point card, but if we play it, there are cards out there that could kill it. And one question is, are there any mechanic constructs in the void that we would want to be able to buy? Additionally, we have a 5-point purchase, which would allow us to buy a Mechanica construct from here, which would be kind of interesting. I want to see if there's something better in the void, though, because I might want to play this for that reason. Did not see any. So now the question is, do I want to put this out in play where it could be destroyed? And I think the answer is no. If a Mechanica construct ends up in here, then I put it into play. Not positive though. So 5, I can buy this. This is again a lot of victory points. If I end up with a lot of Mechanica constructs, this is useful. But I'm basically just throwing garbage in my hand that's high victory point garbage. But we're getting closer to the end here. It's hard to turn something like that down. And then I kill my poor humans. They seem to be the butt of most combat in this game. Alright, we'll go around once more and then we have reshuffles to do. Okay, well this is a pretty simple one. I'll play this right out. It gets me 2 victory points and I get a replacement card, and that's pretty cool. 3 purchase cost. Well, I could go up here or I could go for these guys who give me a little bit more victory points, and I kind of like this guy. This guy a little less valuable maybe, but maybe I'll go for a heavy infantry instead. So I'm going to buy this guy for 1. Again, he's basically, these draw a card cards, they basically don't take up a space in your deck. Ooh. Okay, when this card enters the center row, each player may acquire a mystic. Put it on top of their deck. You know, it's victory points, right? I hate to take a crappy card, but it's really hard to refuse something that shows up. These, I think, come from the Return of the Fallen expansion, but I'm not positive. I don't remember seeing any rules for it in the base rules, and I don't know if I looked at those other than to see, hey, they're about the same. Now I got $2 more, and I could either take a heavy infantry or this battery monk. The battery monk's just good at buying constructs, but he also doesn't clutter my deck. So I'm going to go with him, because he may open up something I can kill. And he does. And now I can destroy a mistake of creation. I'll get $4, and I can banish a card in the center row and or a card in my discard pile. That's a good mix. So I banish him, and we get a new card here before I have to make any decisions. This is a cheap purchase card. Everything else is big one way or the other. I hate people chattering on the phone too loudly. I don't think there's anything I terribly want to make sure doesn't get played, but cheap options seem like a bad idea, so I'll wipe that out. That brings a more expensive, probably more powerful option into play. And now I can get rid of something in my discard pile. I'm sure I have crap in here that I don't want. Like things that aren't worth anything in terms of victory points. And, you know, trimming those out of the deck means my better cards are going to come up. It is just good. When I'm trimming something that has a victory point cost, I have to think about it a little bit more. Okay, what do we got here? A lot of heavy infantry. Something that can produce either money or victory points. All right. Well, what can I kill for 6? Gain 4. Each opponent either... Well, this gets me more, and it is worth more. And I don't see any reason why I'd go for the more expensive thing here that does less. So this one forces a player to destroy all but one construct you control. Oh, shit. I wiped my constructs off the board. This guy has a whole horde of constructs, and I picked them up on the last hand. It's hard to remember what they are. I may have done that to someone else too. But yeah, I wanna hit him. He's got a lot of constructs, but if he has more than one construct, he must destroy all but one. That sounds pretty good. I think that's my best buy here. This would force him to destroy his highest cost one, but I'm not really interested in that. I'm interested in getting some victory points. Always. The guy collecting them. Okay. So this gets played first. We get a new card, and it's another one of these damn battery monks. And then we go over here, and he has to get rid of... He has to destroy all but one construct he controls. This is not a construct. Okay. I think this one's better, so I'll get rid of Snapdragon. Victory point wise, it's better too. So this goes away. Now we could buy with 4, but there really isn't a 4 out there, so I'm going to take my 2 victory point. Well, let's hold off. Maybe there's a great 2-pointer. I'll buy the Battery Monk because he's a discard card and doesn't really cost me anything. Okay. And now I'll take 2 victory points instead of taking, you know, one of the wires. 2 victory points is better than 1. It doesn't clutter my deck. It's just good across the board as far as I'm concerned. I'm going to have a lot of reshuffling very soon, but I can't keep going. I don't think I'm fatiguing again. It's hard to play these games solitaire, the pure card stuff. So why are you? Well, because I'm a weird duck. Alright, I got 3 production, which would give me this. Banish a card in your hand if you do get a Mystic or Heavy Infantry added to your hand. This is a good way for me to trim Apprentices away. It has a decent cost to victory point ratio. I think it sounds good, but do I want to do my big hit first? This gets me the most victory points for an attack. I probably don't want to take the 6-point attack particularly. It's hard to tell because who knows, you know, I may be just getting lucky here and maybe it'll be hard for me to reach 5 hits, but this produces less victory points. I'm the only person with a construct though, so wiping out some of these construct things would be nice. Alright, we're going to kill this one, just because it's the construct card. That gets us 4. And a little tiny creature comes up. And now we have $3 we'll buy this good deal hero. And then there's almost nothing left but this construct here, which I can't do much about. Did I forget about this? Yeah, probably. I got rid of a monster in the center row. There's one. Oh, I forgot to use the point for it. So I actually, what did I kill? I killed the 6. If I had killed a 5, I would be able to get another point for one of those, but it's too late to go back now. Again, I have an easier time paying attention to the constructs when I'm playing just one player. It's hard to pay attention to them when I've got, you know, all these piles cluttered around. Alright, it's a reshuffle time and I need a rest. Okay, let's look at the top of the order again. Jeez. A lot of points here. 6, 7 purchase points. Well, once per turn when you acquire a hero, you may put it on top of your deck. That's nice. Good proportion of cost too. This one, once per turn when you acquire another mecha construct, you may put it directly into play. That may be even better. Unfortunately, I have 7. Or fortunately, I'm going to spend 4 of it on this one because that'll allow me to buy a Mystic. Yeah, I don't have much killing capability. And we get another mecha construct, but we have no bonuses on it. So I'm going to buy myself that Mystic. And I'm going to kill some random humans. Are cultists really random? I don't know. I like to think of them that way. But I'm a bloodthirsty type. Most people follow one cult or another, right? Or at least some grouping. Alright, a cost of 5. That's appealing. What about an attack strength of 4? We don't match that directly. This is a nice point gainer for its kill value. A little better than everything else, but maybe I can do better. So what about my 5, which I have? Once per turn, on the first time you defeat a monster. So do I want money? Do I want kill power? This is money that only works towards Mechana. I think I want this one. This one's the best from my point of view. We get a draw. That shouldn't even be in the deck. Leftover from when I used to put destroyed cards, banished cards, like Mystics into there. So this is going to be tough to do. I got 4 points of kill value. It looks like this is my best kill. So I get one, and then I get to steal 2 from whoever has the most, and that appears to be this guy, who's probably cheating, but we won't worry too much about that. And we replenish, but we've used everything up. Oh, actually we have 1 kill point left. If something had come up that was really, really weak, we could have killed it. Only 4 purchase capability and 3 kill. That's not a great mix. What does this give us? Next time you defeat a monster in the center row, after you play this, you get 2 extra points. Now that's pretty good. So I'm going to buy that for 1. Fill the deck here. 3 more purchase. I can banish a card from my hand. If I do, I get a Mystic or Heavy Infantry and add it to my hand. Again, kind of useful. Point distribution's better than the Mystic. I'm not thrilled with it, but I do have $3 there. I'll buy this with the rest of my points. And we still don't get anything we can kill. So we'll just kill some cultists. We got a reshuffle coming on this guy, which it looks like we have a couple reshuffles. Well, one coming here fairly soon, so I'm going to hold off on this one. Part of what probably confuses me is doing that. A $7 purchase. Wow. Make it, wow, no. Make it $10 worth of purchase. Now, again, I'm not limited like in Dominion. I can buy, as many things as I like. This is really potent. But he's not worth a big turn of points. What did I say? $10? That would give me 4 additional. That doesn't work as well as buying, say, 2 of these at 5 each, and I get more points. Which one? This is only worth 3 victory points. These are worth 8. I can't turn up that many points when we're running this low in the game. If it was early in the game, I wouldn't have the points to get this big thing. Okay, so which one do I want first? Because I just get to buy one to begin with. This one's the most appealing, even though it's worth less points. I like its ability better. And now, wow, this would have been really nice because she generates lots of points. Of course, once your deck gets big, she's not very useful. And that means I have 5 more, and I'll buy the Watchmaker's Altar for the victory point advantage. And we get one of these. We've used. Son of a bitch. I don't know. They keep getting confused in this area, in part because I'm not dealing cards out or whatever. Alright, let's move around. Two, 4, 6 purchase, and a heavy infantry. 6 purchase gets me this. I think, oh wait, we had a fate. Each player may draw a card. Wow. I would have had an extra card. That would have been an extra heavy infantry. Let's give me a kill for that. And everybody else gets a card and I need a reshuffle. Or actually, what I need is to up this to a 6 to remind me to draw an extra card. Oh, this is me. I have an extra card. Okay. Now I have 7, which makes buying this better. Draw 2 cards every other player. Draw a card, then you can banish a card in the center row. I like buying the big guy. For my 7, I only get 3 points. This gets 3 points, but it's able to kill big things fairly easily. Am I going to be able... I'm going to get this. It's such a big thing. And that gives me 1 point left. Draw a card. Hey, 1 point left. Ah, bonus, I buy. These are just cool because they actually have no bad effect. And now we have a 2-point kill. We'll kill one of this. Coming over here. And then we're going to get to reshuffle and I'll switch batteries, which is cool. Oh. It's a construct. Alright. I want more cards. And that gives me 1 kill point. I want to play this. I'm not quite sure where to put it so I won't throw it away. That gets me another kill point. So now I've got 5 kill points and 4 purchase points. How about my 5 kill points? Gain 4. Each opponent must put their highest construct into their discard pile. Sounds good to me. If an opponent has more than 1 construct, they must destroy all but 1. I could get more points for killing this. I'll use this because it has an immediate hit, and that's my 5 kill points. We're worried about victory points. Fuck that. Ooh, this is huge. Gain 8 and all kind of abilities. Well, I'm not going to wait. I'm not going to worry about it unless somebody has 8 kill points. But it is. Reading these is useful because then you know, oh, I don't want constructs out or whatever. So this guy has a lot. For the rest of the game, when you defeat a monster in the center row or the void, you may acquire it. Monsters in your deck are considered heroes, and you gain their strength. Wow. And that is the evil guy himself. That's the boss of the deck. So I've only got $4 though, and I'll purchase this with that. Awesome, draw 2 cards. And now I will not throw this away. I'll put this in place. What did I kill? I killed the one that just gave me victory points. And I gotta do some mechanical tasks before I get on to this. I'm still a little worried that I'm cheating with this guy. He's got a lot of gems. Now that doesn't guarantee anything. It just means he's done a lot of combat. But his deck is fairly big too. Which means he hasn't done that much less buying than anyone else. But we'll see. Name a card. Reveal the top card from your deck and put it in your hand. If you named it right, you get some points. Okay, well, it doesn't really matter what it is because I'm looking to generate points. What's the most likely thing I have? I'm going to say it's a heavy infantry. It's not what I want, and indeed it is, so I get 3 quick victory points for that. That's awesome. And this is essentially gone, but okay. All right. Again, not what I needed, but I can pay less on constructs, and I get to draw a card. Well, doesn't look likely I'm going to be buying a construct because I don't get any, but I still get to draw the card and get another heavy infantry. His price hasn't been spent. So I have $3 and 4 kill. $3 doesn't do me much, but 4 kill does. I can kill the Mistake of Creation, and that'll get me 4 victory points and banish a card in the center row. I only have $3 of creation here, could buy this, which seems a little better than the other. So I don't want to destroy that. This guy gives 8 for 8. That's pretty good. I'm just looking at other people's decks because, for example, if this guy picks something up, he could put it directly in his deck again and start scoring some points. So this, with its huge turnaround, is appealing. We spent these. I'm just looking to destroy something. I think I'll destroy this because it's in easier reach of people and it looks like a potent card. And we get this, which we still can't buy. Alright, we got the $3. This is better than the Mystic. It's a little, has the same cost, same payoff, and an additional bonus. And these cards out. I'm clumsy now. Let's look over here and try to remember not to play it on him. All kinds of crap to read. First of all, I have an extra kill point, and if I kill a monster in the center row, I get an extra victory point. That gets me to 3 kill points. There's a 3 kill point critter. That's appealing. That's probably what I want to go with. What else? Banish a card in your hand. If you do, you can get a Mystic or Heavy Infantry. I'll play that. I'll banish an Apprentice. Yeah, for a 4 mil for a Mystic, and that gets me up to 4. Ooh, I've actually got more kill than I thought. I've got this guy. Now I don't have constructs out, but I still get the kill value. So I actually go up to a 5 kill value because I've got that. So this may not be the best. Gain some production. Ooh. I could make him throw his construct away, which doesn't look terribly useful. So I'm going to kill the Wind Tyrant, which will give me 3 victory points. And we're almost done. 1 more round, I would say. And 3 money, which puts us up to 7 money. At this point, we're looking for how can we generate the most points. And a 4 generates only 2 points. That's like 2 of these. Doesn't make much difference, but I'm gonna pick this up for 4. It's over in my deck. The Wind Tyrant's dead. And I should have, what, 3 more, if I counted right, but I'm not sure. Yeah, because this gave me 3. Okay, wait. When this enters the center, banish all cards adjacent to it. Harsh. Okay. Well, now, like I said, I have I have 3 more left that I can spend, and I'll just spend that on a Mystic, because I didn't have any way to generate more points. And we're going to pause for a bit there, because I've got a reshuffle event, and I could use a break. This is almost certainly the final round, and I was lying about the reshuffle. There wasn't one here. So let's just get this kicked out of the way. There are very few points left here. I can get points for banishing a monster. Well, let's fire this off, get ourselves another card. Now we want the most points we can. 2, 3, 4, 5. Anything we can buy for 5? Not really. I get 2 points for this. This is worth 2. This is probably the highest valued monster, and there's a good chance people can kill it. This guy's got a bonus here. Let's banish it. We'll see if something shows up that's more interesting to buy. So I get 3 coins. Like I said, it's going to be over, so, you know, I might as well. And what was I getting rid of? I was getting rid of this. So that refills. Alright, well, we got something else. And we only have $5, which is kind of shitty. It doesn't really matter what something does. We're just optimizing points here. For 4 points, I can get 2. Well, I can get 2 here. 2, I get 1. That doesn't help. So, this is kind of a crappy hold. So I'm going to spend the 4 points to get myself 2 infantry, for the simple fact that I'm not shaking up the current board. Because in terms of points, there's not much that people want here. And now I've got a reshuffle event there if the game lasts long enough. Which it won't to get to him, but somebody might have something that affects things. Banish a card in your hand or discard pile. That doesn't really do me any good at all at this point in the game. So I have 8 kill points and 2 purchase points. Make it 9 kill points. Optimize points. I can get 2 victory points and some purchase points. I can get 3. That gets me to 7. That sounds pretty good. Alright. Let's spend 4 of my points to kill this. And that gives me, I'll keep the points here, that gives me 2 kill points. This comes up. Now, I still have 4 kill points left. At 8? Did I hit 7? Okay. No, I spent... Where's the thing I killed? Oh, it's this, 4. Yeah, I spent 4. I got 4 purchase points right now. 4 more kill points. So this can get me more. This will get me 2. This will get me 3. This will get me 3, and I could banish this. All right. My purchase points are just 4, which looks like the best buys are these 2. This doesn't look like a good purchase, so I don't want to kill this at all. So I'm going to kill this. That gives me 1 and 2 from the opponent with the most. If they have more than me. This guy has 5. He has 6. I think he's in the lead. I don't want to count. So that gets rid of this. Get another draw. I'm not going to be killing anything else. Oh, wait, I forgot this point. I did have an extra point there. Oh, shit. Well, it's too late. Now I have 4 purchase points, and I'm going to buy 2 heavy infantry with that. Now, the danger with that guy who gives you the monsters is he'd be giving you stuff that doesn't give you points in your deck. Is that good or bad? I don't know. Alright, so we finished the game, and once we get done with this round, so I'm going to just start making change to make things easier. Right now I'm at 6 and 4. He's at 7, so he was ahead, and no one else is up there. I do deal out a hand though here. As you can see, this isn't a lot of fun for me solo, in part because I played Dominion before. Okay, a 4-point kill, a 2-point kill. A 2-point kill that can banish something from my hand, or discard. A 1-point kill that gives me additional victory points, and a big 2-point purchase. So I've got 2, 6, 7, 8, 9. What pays off? This pays off big time. Let's kill it. So that's 3. 3 points of kill will be these guys, and I get 3, 4, 5 victory points for that. I could banish this, but I get to see what's coming up before I make that decision. I've only got 2 production points. Let's banish this, see what comes up. Maybe it'll be a monster or something we can buy. No. Okay, so now I got 6 more kill points, which could be 3 cultists. That's probably the best I can do because there's nothing else to kill. I only have 2 points to buy. This guy's nice, but I don't really want to remove him because it might produce something that, you know, point-wise, he's the same as this. So I'll buy this for 2, and I'll kill 3 of those cultists. And that finishes this guy off. And now the very last card play of the game will be him. And then we just do some big counting. They get a card. Okay, I've got 2, 4, 5, and if I kill something, I get an extra point. And I've got 4 points to buying. 4 points to buying. This guy's as good as those. This guy's as good as those. It doesn't matter which I do. I could open up some things I can kill. That seems like the best move, rather than trying to kill something and open up things I can buy. So I will buy. Oh, I have this Yestrigla staff. This is 2 as well. I don't think I get any bonus off anything, so we'll just buy that. Something that was really worth buying. 3 victory points for $3. I don't have the money now. So I got a 4-point kill. I could get 1 for this and draw a card. Ooh, maybe that would have been a good move first off. But instead, I'm going to grab 2 victory points. Okay. Now, we don't have to deal out our hand. Our deck just gets all stacked together. So that wasn't a bad move there. This, these. And what's going to happen is I count these up, and I count all the stars in the deck. And that's it. And whoever has the most points wins. And we'll spreadsheet that out for you in a moment or two. I don't know how much I can talk about the strategy and what people's decks evolve to, especially when I really suspect this guy stole some turns. I kind of broke down the decks, but then just ended up putting them away. This guy had a nice pile, especially of cheapos, which ends up helping him. We end up with fairly close scores. 77 for the guy I thought was going to win. He actually had a very weak deck, so I don't know how much he may have cheated. He may have stolen a turn, but maybe not. We'll see if people catch anything there. In the videos, I don't know how many people are going to watch these, though. But there's sort of a trade-off. When you go for these, you're usually getting less points, and you had a lot of 1-point cards. He's able to do a lot of killing, able to generate points maybe from some of his cards, but not able to really rack up that many score in his card hand. You can see he's player 332. He's in the running there, but he's also, not that far ahead here. Right behind him, the closest, was here player 1 over there, who managed to score some 46 points on cards. And that was a rich hand, some rich cards here, the 5 and the 4, and then a good deal of these as well. Gave him a pretty powerful score off of that. And that got him only at 2 points behind. Player 2 over here also had a nice big hand, mainly these things, I think. Not a whole hell of a lot of big scores, although he has this. But he ended up with kind of a mixed, getting the 69. Remember, there were cards that were stealing money or points from this guy, though. So being in the lead, you do have a little bit you can do against the guy who's in the lead, but there's really not a whole hell of a lot. Basically, what just happens is, for the most part, the game state is just changing on you. You have some control over, hey, do I want to draw a card out of here? Now, that might help someone. It's good enough for me to do this or whatever. I don't get an advantage, so I don't want to do it as, I don't want to give somebody a potential advantage if I'm not getting something out of it. It's kind of the general thinking here. The scores aren't that far apart. This guy, maybe he lost a turn to him, and that might be the distinguishing feature there. Not overall, but in some sense, because it's just possible. But anyway, I should not have been playing this, not right after Dominion. Doing, two hands of two big 4-player games solitaire that are just cards. It's kind of rough, It's not like playing a hand of pitch or something to show you. I'll come back with a review in a little bit, and probably won't have anything too insightful to say, to tell you the truth.